I am going to be sharing with you some recent eBay listings. Most of this stuff came from auctions, antique stores, or the thrift store, I feel like. So we're just gonna get straight into what I have to share. So the first thing that I have a couple of Viking glass pieces. So this is a green Viking glass tree. This came from an auction. I'd say Eric paid less than $10 for this, and I have it listed as a buy it now for $49.99. Then there was also a red one. And this one here, again, less than 10. And this one's listed as a buy it now for $59.99. Then these came from an auction as well, but they are also Viking glass. These are like blue votive candle holders, and they have Christmas trees all around them. So there are two of them, but they are ever so slightly different in color. This one's just ever so slightly darker than this one. There hasn't been any of these listed in a while of a blue color, so I did put these on auction at $49.99 a piece on auction. So we'll see if they'll go for that or any more. This was also a recent auction winning. They call this prison art or tramp art, but basically it's like objects that are made out of paper, candy wrappers, that kind of thing. Just a very intricately made folded paper, kind of like origami in a sense, but you can just find all sorts of stuff. I've seen and I've sold one like sculpture shaped like birds. I've seen vases, I've seen like jewelry boxes, like you name it, people have made it. So this one is like a little trinket box, and the inside does have a mirror, and then there's like a really pretty flower, kind of bouquet of flowers down there on the bottom. Nice and hinged. Just a really cool, awesomely made, unique piece. This came from an auction, and I listed it on auction with a starting price of $49.99. Typically this stuff can sell really well. Some of the larger, more intricate pieces, especially shaped like animals, can sell for even more than like what I have this listed for. I also listed this, you saw this in my last auction unboxing. So this is a vintage, it is by Shell.Belle, marked Tonala, Mexico on the bottom, and it's a really cute paper mache folk art angel. And this here I have listed on auction with a start price of $39.99. I paid $1, pretty much 50 cents, because I also have another one that it came with, and this does have a bid. I got this from an auction. This is a really cute, I have never seen these before in my life, but it's a little ceramic miniature pixie elf mug. It almost reminds me of like a child's tea set or something. It is marked Japan. Does have some paint loss from age and like one small chip down here, but I've never seen these before. So when they came up at the auction, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I must have. So I put this on auction with a starting price of $19.99. It does have a bid. I also have a red one that looks ever so slightly different. I haven't listed that one yet, but it does have way more paint loss. This also came from an auction. This is a vintage Lefton Lovebirds lidded heart box. Absolutely amazing. This one is really hard to find. I won this. You probably saw it in one of my videos. Eric and I went to pick up our auction winnings, and we won a lot of just like vintage Valentine's Day planters and things like that. I already sold one on eBay, and then I sold one in our antique booth, and then I actually have two more I think I'm gonna put in the booth because they didn't sell on eBay when I had them up for auction. So this guy here I have listed as a buy it now, $139.99. Like I said, he is a rare one. I also have this little rabbit. He definitely has that kind of Tanala style to him, but he is made of wood and he doesn't have any markings. He came from an auction. He was on a tray of some stuff I won. I did put him up on bids with a start price of $12.99. I thought he was really nicely made, but again, no markings. This here is a really beautiful red glass vase. This is by the Consolidated Glass Company. Eric and I went in to take some stuff into our booth the one day, and as we were walking back to our booth, we walked past another one, and this caught both of our eyes when we walked past it. So before we left, we went back, and I was trying to look it up. I did find out that it was made by Consolidated Glass, and these were actually pretty desirable. I think we paid, with the discount that the dealer we got this from, I feel like it was around $12 or $14. It was very inexpensive. And I listed this on auction with a starting price of $69.99. That's around what the last one had sold for. The larger versions of this vase sell for even more. This next piece actually came with the little wooden rabbit and some other stuff. I was mainly interested in this when, you know, I won the lot, but I was just instantly drawn to this piece. It's absolutely amazing. Just gave me like Bethany Lowe vibes. Now I tried finding this. I tried to find out the maker. The closest thing I could come up with was an artist named Vicky Smyers who made stuff for Bethany Lowe, because if you guys saw my video, I had said like this just looks like something that would have been done by one of the artists that designed stuff for Bethany Lowe. And that's the closest thing I could come up with. I figured, you know, if someone else knows or what have you, then they'll know what it's worth type of thing. But it's absolutely amazing. It's like a felted bunny rabbit, and he is riding this Putz sheep on a wooden base, and in his little basket there is a little miniature rabbit and then like a little miniature Putz sheep. It's absolutely stinking adorable. I love it. If I decorated for Easter, would have kept in a heartbeat. Anyway, I listed this on auction. I think I started it at $59.99. It does have bids. It's up to $62 right now. So, really cute piece. This was in my last auction unboxing video. This is a Mosser glass cardinal. This absolutely glows beautifully. I don't know, probably not gonna see it very well with my lights on, but this here I have listed as a buy it now for $59.99. This piece is just superb. I love these types of old Victorian jewelry boxes. They call these casket boxes because you can like see through them all around, typically made of like beveled glass, the really pretty like ornate, what they call ormolu. Just really amazing. This one, I have never seen this shape before. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. So the top opens like this. It's on a hinge, and then the inside has just like a quilted soft spot to lay your jewelry and stuff like that on. Won this at an auction. I listed it for a buy it now, $299.99. Last one that I saw sold for around 300 something, but that was on another website, not eBay. So not sure if I'll get that much for mine, but I definitely feel like it's worth it. I listed the two Fenton Chubby Bunny glass bunny rabbits. These are both like slag glass Fenton rabbits, and these are harder to find, especially the ones that have the slag glass look to them. So this one is a purple one, and I have this one listed as a buy it now for $199.99. So very hard to find. This one being even harder to find. This one is like a red slag glass. And again, I have this one listed $199.99. I paid $80 a piece for these, but like I said, they're very hard to find. This also came from an auction. This is a nice, thick, heavy stoneware. It says Red Rose rabbit pellets. So this is essentially to put like rabbit food in, but a nice advertising piece as well. Nice like agricultural advertising piece. I listed this on auction with a starting price of $75. It has quite a few watchers, so I think someone will buy it. Eric picked up this paperweight at the antique store. Really nice glass paperweight. It has these airplanes and stars all over it. This is by someone named Harry Bassett, and he has it listed as a buy it now for $74.99. Next is a Fenton glass mallard duck. So it looks like this is signed. It comes with a little wooden base, and we have it listed as a buy it now for $45.99. Won this Fenton Belle at the auction recently. It has a nativity scene all over it, but it does have the Fenton sticker on the inside and is signed. So this here we have listed as a buy it now for $29.99. This was one of the planters that came with the Left and Lovebirds and the other planters I was talking about. This one is a Napco planter with a little angel on the front. Spaghetti trim, says to my Valentine. There were 2 of these. I already sold one. So this is my second one. I listed it at the same price on auction, starting price $59.99. The last one sold for $59.99. And then the last thing that I have is this box that has these old, it's filled with these old like sugared bell little tie-ons. Like you could tie these on as ornaments onto a tree. They have little mercury ball clappers in there. So, and they're like all different colors on the inside. I'm not even sure how many there are in there, but I listed these on auction with a starting price of $19.99. Alright, so that is everything for this haul. I did just want to take a small minute to kind of give a little bit of a booth update. I have been taking some video clips as I've been going in. I'll see if I will add my last video clip into this video so you can see. But we put in Valentine's Day stuff and we started taking out Christmas stuff. Tomorrow we are taking out the rest of the Christmas stuff, and we are going to start filling it up with other stuff. One of the men that have a booth in there as well that we talked to said that Easter stuff has actually already been selling as well, and Valentine's Day stuff has been going too. So I think we're going to take some Easter stuff as well. So have a big day tomorrow of tearing down all of the Christmas items that we have in the booth, and we have to restock. So this same man actually called Eric yesterday and was like, I think you guys are gonna want to come in and restock your glass case. Like our case that has all of our glass pieces, a lot of our swung vases, fairy lamps, that type of stuff. He's like, there's a guy in there and he had like 6 of your vases on the desk to check out, and he said he was going back for more. So yesterday we sold like 15 things, and like I'd say 12 of those, no, 13 of those things were either swung vases, bud vases, fairy lamps, and that type of thing. So it was awesome to hear. So we didn't get a chance to go in today, so hopefully that didn't, you know, it doesn't look too bad with all of those empty spaces in the glass case. So We have like a bunch of vases sitting here that I'm going to get cleaned up and priced to fill in all of those empty spots. And hopefully that man comes back and buys more glass at some point. Like, he bought our biggest swung vase that we have, and I'm replacing it with this guy here. So there's a new baby in town. So this one is going in next as far as our biggest one. Unfortunately, I do not have a never-ending supply of swung vases and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be a little like, once we do run out of that type of thing. So yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But it is kind of nice to be a little known for having nice glass pieces. So funny story too. Again, same guy. Like, he's at the antique store a lot because he lives kind of close by, so he's always in, you know, taking stuff in and you know, moving his stuff around because he has 2 booths in there. And I guess one day he was in there, and this was right before Christmas. A man came in and he was telling, you know, the people working, he's like, I need to find a blue glass bird for my wife for Christmas. Like, it was very, very specific in the sense that it had to be a blue glass bird. It didn't matter like who it was made by or what it looked like necessarily, just that it was a blue glass bird. Well, out of the whole mall, you guys remember that Viking long tail blue bird dish? Eric and I did not want to ship that. So that went into the booth, and he bought that for his wife for Christmas. So he was really happy about it too. So it was perfect, and it was perfect for him. And that just like tickled my heart that, you know, it found its forever home and that kind of thing. So it's been so interesting and so much fun having a booth. This is our, January, we're going into our 3rd month now of having a booth, and I'm just still so surprised at how it's going, because it's going still so well. Like, I figured maybe, you know, the first month it's like, okay, well, we're new, maybe it's like, you know, because we're new and that type of thing. And then December, I was thinking like, well, it's Christmas, it's the holidays, like, of course sales will probably be pretty decently. But now here we are in January. What is today anyway? January 10th. We're only on January 10th. And I think so far our account is at like $960. So it's just so amazing, and it just, I love it. Eric and I have so much fun checking at the end of the day, like what sold, if anything sold. Stuff doesn't sell every single day, and I was really surprised that anything sold yesterday because the weather was really crappy, really rainy day. Just, I didn't even want to go out in it. So I just assumed people were gonna stay home and not really do much shopping. But yeah, I was tickled pink yesterday when that man called Eric and told us that someone was buying like pretty much every single swung vase and bud vase that we had for sale. Like, yeah, that's what we want. I don't care if someone comes in and cleans us out. Like, we will find stuff to replace it. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought down in the comments, and I will see you next time.